What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the RTG career mode. It is episode number 11. There are loads of games to get through today. I'm going to try and play 10 in total after an amazing start to the season for Plymouth. 5 straight wins, no losses in our opening 6 games. Top of the table on goal difference today, aiming to pull away from the chasing pack. Plus we'll have more scouting updates from Indonesia, Honduras and England as well. So loads of games. First one, Blackburn Rovers at home. Come on the Pilgrims. I'll say I'm really liking the pace of this save as well. I feel like in my last save I was too slow. Like it was taking me too long to get into games, to exit games, to get to the next game. But now... Oh, it's Kante. Should have got his 7th goal in as many games. It's a lot quicker, the pace is good. And I like how we're getting through the season in decent time as well. And as it's Saturday morning, guys, quadruple upload weekend. We're doing it again. No like target, but I'd appreciate a like. Quadruple upload weekend. I really hope it's coming across in my commentaries, but I'm loving this save right now. Really enjoying making videos again. Took a mini break, wasn't feeling great, but since I've been back, having so much fun. This Plymouth team is a really, really fun developing side. And how have I missed 2 sitters today, man? 28 minutes in, should be 2 goals up. Kante hustling. Takes it on early, and clips the post. As Blackburn will clear 16 to go. It's been a brilliant, brilliant game in terms of the plan. I just haven't had that breakthrough yet. Final chance of the game. Corners are nerfed, so there's no point in whipping it into the middle. You can't score from corners now, at least I can't. So just going to play it short. Dribble inside. Mumba. Vandenberg. Oh, Beta denied. And Blackburn will get it clear, and that will do it. How did I not win that game, man? Seriously, one of those games. Did all the right things, just couldn't get the breakthrough. Disappointing. Disappointing. Still, we're still unbeaten, man. Move past it. Move straight on to the next one. Take the positives. And just before we dive into that following game at home to Portsmouth in the South Coast Derby, we've got 3 more scouting updates. Let's see what we got. Where from England, Thomas Harris could be very good indeed. We'll do 1 more month of scouting on him and see how he looks after that. And from Indonesia, there's a lad with green hair. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Johannes Darmali. That's Well, he clearly wants to come to Plymouth. He's dyeing his hair the same colour as our shirts. And from Honduras, still searching for that next Maynor Figueroa. For now, no one making the academy. Right, let's jump into our following game. It's Pompey South Coast Battle as we look to return to winning ways here. We're still top of the table and still unbeaten after a great start, because the Championship is such a competitive division. You've got to return to winning ways as soon as you've had a slip up if you want to stay in contention for promotion. Following game, Pompey. Come on the Pilgrims. Green hair. That's bizarre. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Green hair. It's mad. I'm tempted to give him a scholarship based on that alone, honestly. I think with youth players, like, because sometimes that's the thing. If they've got something about them, something that makes them quite unique. It's got to be 1-0. Yes! Wayne! On his debut for us, giving us the lead after returning from loan. It can kind of add to the lore, if you know what I mean. Anyway, perfect start here, 1-0. To rest Kante for this game, absolutely gassed. Oh, no, it's too easy. It's far too easy, far too easy. You can't just let him run through like that, man. Seriously, 1-1, Pompey with a leveller. Defence taking a bit of a step back after 2 goals now conceded in our last 3 games. Doesn't sound bad, but again, our game is built on defence, so if we concede, it's going to be hard to win. This is just one of those games where I felt pessimistic going into it, because A, it's raining, and it's so hard to play in the rain now with the weather effects. It's always such a sloggy game, but B, it's coming on Wednesday night. I had to make a lot of changes to my lineup. So fitness problems, weather problems, making excuses problems. As Al Haj looks to get away. Might need a teammate. Or can he go himself? Offload. There's Wayne. Denied. Looking for a winner still with 15 to play. Corners are so nerfed though now, aren't they? Seriously. I haven't scored one in the save yet. And we have now. No, we've not. Mumba off the line. How did that stay out? Oh no, come on. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Oh, I don't believe it. 2 to play, and there it is. First loss of the season. No wins in our last 2. 1 point taken from 6, and after a red-hot start, Plymouth are slowing down. Yeah, our biggest problem is depth. When we've got to make changes for midweek games and the match is coming thick and fast, that's when we're going to struggle with tired legs and rotating to players with a far lesser ability. So, got to bounce back, man. We might still be top, but only on goal difference in the chasing pack, gaining ground. Coventry away at the Rico, looking for revenge after we beat them in the semis of the playoffs last year. Come on, the Pilgrims. Let's return to winning ways here. That's winning Mumba. Oh, come on. Straight back to Bidwell, who's going to storm down the left with Mumba out of position. As we know, with form being so OP, it's going to be really difficult to return to winning ways in this game, man. I feel like... Oh, remember, keep going, mate. There's loads of space there. I feel like a broken record when I keep saying it, but it's true. Form is so OP, so you've had that slip-up. You've got to return to winning ways. Morgan Whittaker for the opener. Denied. 32 minutes. And the draw's not going to cut it, man. If we want to return to good form, only a win is going to do that. Still goalless as we go in search of breaking the deadlock. What I might have to do is just sacrifice a game. You know, my next match, just throw out an entire backup side so my first 11 can get rested fully and raring to go for the next one. Because at the moment, we're just too tired. Too many tired legs, too much rotation. And we ain't got the depth for this. Well, it's early doors. I'm not going to panic, but our fantastic start to the season is now looking like a distant memory. No wins in our last 3, 1 point taken for a possible 9, and back-to-back losses. Yeah, we've got a serious crisis in terms of depth. So my scouts, man, I need some gems from Honduras and Indonesia. We need the depth. You know, when you look at the team, it's just so light in terms of depth. I mean, Randall and Sissoko are still down for another couple of months. Blackburn might be back, but he's got low stamina, so often needs to be rested. And it's just, when you go to the resis and you've got players in the low to mid-50s, it's not going to fill you with much confidence, man. So yeah, I desperately need my youth scouts to pull out a couple of worldies this season, because right now, we are struggling. Right, following game, relegated Ipswich Town away at Portman Road as we travel to take on the Tractor Boys. They'll be one of the front runners for promotion, as are we. So a big early season battle here on the back of no wins in our last 3 games. Let's turn it round. Come on, the Pilgrims. And that's for those of you who are waiting until... Oh. Portman Road was scanned in to EAFC 25 before starting Ipswich Town career mode. As you can see, it is now in the game, and Kante says whether it's a generic stadium or a real one, I'm still going to call it my home. Kante with another. Well, that was absolutely awful. Terrible game. Only the one chance coming on the back of an error, but we'll take it. Kante amongst the goals again. The difference maker once more. Plymouth back to winning ways. And this is not what we need. Boss Scott, I'll be honest with you, think me not getting games starting to damage my career. I get it, he's a third choice centre-half, and he's at a stage in his career where he needs to play, but I can't afford to sell this guy, man. He's a solid little centre-half, Sooks, but we ain't got the depth to let this deal go through, so I might have to keep him against his will until at least the end of the season. Right, following game, back to Devon and aim to get back-to-back wins as well. Preston coming to Home Park. Come on, the Pilgrims. Morgan to Darko. Darko looking to turn back to Morgan. Whittaker runs into the area, offloads. There's Wright. There's Vandenberg, and there's his second of the season. I'm really liking him. Out of all of our new signings, I'm really, really liking him. It's not just the energy, but great technical ability as well. Often pops up in the area late too, like he's just done so there. Plymouth in front. Maybe it's a bit too early to be making a comparison like this, but he's reminding me of the great Steven Gerrard. I'll be honest, you know, he can sit deep, but I think he's more effective when given free rein to go and attack. With the energy and the versatility he's got, really, he can play wherever. He's looking like the Dutch Steven Gerrard, Davy Vandenberg. And again, maybe a bit early to be making a comparison as strong as that, but I can't help it in a moment. I'm loving him as Darko gets our second. First of the season since returning, Plymouth 2-0 up. How often do I say this, man? Like, to my young kings and queens that follow me, if you're going through really hard times and it feels like nothing's working out, all you need is one. All you need is one decent thing to happen in your life, and suddenly things can start to turn around, and you'll realise it's not all bleak, it's not all bad, and things can start to trend in a more positive direction. You know, it's just how life goes. Sometimes you're going through a really bad storm, but as soon as you get out of it, it's amazing how things turn around. That's how I feel in my life right now. It's like nothing's really going right, but I just know all it requires is one thing to go well, and I know the mood's going to change, the bleakness is going to be lifted, I'll be out of the darkness, and things will start to turn And Kante right now is turning heads. He can't stop scoring. Back to form, and Plymouth back on track with back-to-back wins. A big convincing 3-0 win. Exactly what you want to restore some confidence. Consecutive victories, but we've got to keep it going. Let's build on this. Yep, can't slow down. And if we're going to catch up to the unbeaten Lions, which I can't help but smile when I see the league table, then we've got to turn back-to-back wins into a string of wins. Following game, welcoming Cardiff to home park. Come on, the Pilgrims. We'll have 3 more scouting updates from Indonesia, Honduras and England after the game. And again, Lord knows we could really do with some decent youth players getting picked up. Because once again, I've got to rotate the side, and thus I'm not feeling confident. Like, that's Kante going through one-on-one there. He buries that. 26 in, still 0-0. Al-Hajj, Vandenberg, skips away, rolls through early. Oh, what a save by Big Fraser Forster that is, man. Getting a glove on that and turning it behind for a corner. Excellent start, but again, if it's Kante, I have no doubt that hits the back of the net. When he's not in the team, even if it's low overall, I just don't feel confident. There's a man at the far post there. Mumba all alone, nods it back in. Cleared away, still goalless. And I wouldn't be surprised if it finishes this way too. Free kick Plymouth right on the edge. And in a game where we're missing our top scorer, this might be the best way to get a goal. I haven't scored a free kick in the save so far. This might be the best chance we get. I'm going to give it to Davey and just absolutely belt it at Fraser Forster. He's got the shot power. And if I can just keep it underneath the crossbar, I think this will go in. It's Davey. It's not. It's Forster who just about makes the save. Just cannoned it, but he still had enough to push it behind. Still 0-0. And again, Kante in the team, I think we win this. Without him, doesn't matter how many chances we get, we still won't score. And so that is why, as the first of the month is here, we've got 3 more scouting updates. My fingers are crossed, and we really need to find decent youth players. Well, from England, take your pick on what young goalkeeper looks the best here. I think I'm most excited about Alex Gregory, who we see at the bottom here. 58, 76 overall, 78, 94 potential. But for now, I'll just keep on scouting the lot. And from Indonesia, where's the lad with green hair? There he is. Slight potential downgrade, but could still be quite good. But still waiting for someone to sort of like jump out at me. He could be quite good, to be fair. But you know what I mean? You know when you go down the list of youth players, you just want one player to be like, oh, he's a superstar. We felt that way about Barr, and I'm waiting for the next Barr, if you will. And to be fair, from Honduras, there is a really good young 14-year-old here, Luis Belo. 79 to 94 potential, and that doesn't appear to be dropping either, so I'm going to give him a scholarship and see how he looks, and maybe we can turn him into the next Maynor Figueroa, but of course he's got a long way to go. Right, so let's jump into the following game then on the back of that goalless draw. No losses in our last 3 games, no goals conceded either, so granted, didn't get the win there against Cardiff, it's still not been a bad mini run, but let's try and return to winning ways here. Massive game in an early top of the table clash. Brighton, recently relegated, coming to Devon. Come on, the Pilgrims. I don't know how on earth this Brighton team got relegated last season, because they've kept hold of most of their stars, and they've added to it with the likes of Darwin Núñez up top as well. It's an incredible team, and as Minte, the speedster, goes down the right-hand side, this might be the breakthrough. It is Darwin Núñez. It's amazing. That was so quick. It's so clinical. It's a team that are too good for the Championship, man. This is a ridiculous team. How is this team in the Championship? Jorginho Rutter doubles it. Quick fire double for the visitors. That's it. They're leaving home park with all 3 points, and I'm not one bit surprised. We did well to hold them for 76 minutes, but that is it. Another loss, and now just only 2 wins in our last 7 games. Really struggling for form. You know that what's a polar bear doing in Arlington, Texas meme? What is this Brighton team doing in the Championship? That should be the new variation of the meme, because this is... How are you going to stop this team with our players? I mean, this is an incredible team, honestly. This is a team that is good enough to be playing European football. Instead, they're in the 2nd tier. Torn apart later. I didn't want to hold on for as long as I did. Yep, at the start of the season, we were looking like the front runners. Now it's all going wrong. We're not even in the playoffs. So let's try and return to form in our final 3 games today. First, the final 3. Let's win them all. Starting with this one, Swansea away in South Wales. Come on, the Pilgrims. Come on, enough of this. Enough of this. Let's get it sorted, shall we? Let's get back on track as Ronald goes down the right. And that's a great clipboard in. Oh, Connor. I can't blame you for the 3 goals we conceded against Brighton, but what is that, mate? Seriously, that's shocking. I said I don't mind it when you get goalkeeping mistakes because it is realistic, but come on, when you're going through it, it just adds to the problems. We've got to win that, win him. And what a chance, what a chance, what a chance. He's on. And he ain't going to miss. He ain't going to miss. Kante volleys it, fires in a leveller, 1-1. Whittaker to Al-Hajj. And Davey can strike him. Denied by Lawrence Figueroa. And Swansea all clear. Speaking of Indonesian players, by the way, Show A-on for Swansea is Indonesian. Oh, I think he's Dutch-born Indonesian, I think. Well, what he is right now, he's getting dispossessed, and now a great chance here. Al-Hajj! Denied. 30 to find a winner. Come on, draw's not going to cut it. Whittaker, Al-Hajj, Kante, Morgan against his former team for the winner. Oh, come on! Well, I'm not panicking because it's still relatively early doors, but this sort of form ain't going to get us into playoffs that are automatically promoted. What happened to that amazing start? 5 wins in 6. It's only 2 wins in 8 now, and none in our last 3. We'll do 2 more. Got to get back to winning ways. I'm not ending the episode before we get another win. Yeah, Plymouth Argyle absolutely tanking. 2 points off a playoff place and now travelling to Ellen Road against one of the stronger sides in the division. It's not looking good, and we need something special if we're to pull out a win here. Following game, Leeds away. Come on, the Pilgrims. You know, it's going to be hard to get through the playoffs last season with the quality. This season, it'll be even tougher. Can you imagine if we had to face Brighton? That Brighton team over 2 legs in the semis. We'd get absolutely battered. As things stand, not even a pace to make the playoffs, but this win would be massive. Come on. Easy. Watch the throw. Oh, there it is. Oh, Hazard redeeming himself. Good save there. Coming under criticism, but how do you respond to it? You put it right in your next endeavour. Still lead him. That's going to go wide. We need this, man. We've got to grind out a 1-0. Grind it out. Second half underway. As things stand, still leading by 1. Oh, Vanden, but he's everywhere. Couldn't win that tackle, though. But Obispo does. And, oh, come on. That is just when you know. Like, that does not happen when you're in good form. So I've talked about this phenomenon before, but I believe that... Oh, Janos going all the way. Janos going all the way! Janos going all the way! Just couldn't hit the target. When you're going through it, the universe makes it harder for you to get out of that slump. It's like every 50-50 goes against you. But when you're doing well, the universe rewards you. And it's easy to get the luck. It's not fair, and it should be the other way around, but unfortunately, it's not. Such is life, such is the cruel nature of the universe. Oh, Kante, great touch! Kante! Still Kante, how's he still got the ball? Come on! 15 to play. Kante bundles through. Plymouth back in front. Oh man, when you talk about pulling it out when you needed it the most, get in. What a win for the Pilgrims. Going to Ellen Road and getting the late winner through who else but King Kante. Right, let's do one more. I want to end on that. And as I've just sold our backup goalkeeper Daniel Grimshaw for 1.1 mil, we need to reinvest that money in January and bolster the squad, because right now we're still struggling despite that win. But a win here and back-to-back will certainly restore some confidence. Massive game to end on. Watford only behind us and outside the playoffs by a point. This is a huge clash to end the episode. Come on, the Pilgrims. Oh, I love that. Oh, okay, well that's not... Fresh air swipe, always comical, but hey, listen, it doesn't matter because we still got the ball. And Al-Hajj on the turn. Oh, how does he miss the target? Come on, one last chance. Randall across, Vandenberg. Kante. Al-Hajj, surely, for the win! Come on, that's what we needed! Back-to-back wins to close the episode out, and finally, after a barren run, Plymouth might be getting their form sorted. Oh man, that is exactly what the doctor ordered. A late winner in our final game today, making it back-to-back victories and only 1 loss in 7. Don't want to jinx it, but maybe Plymouth are getting back to form. But that'll do it for today's episode, guys. Big fan of you watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode of the RTG career mode. More games in the championship, aim to stay in the playoffs, and more scouting as well very soon.